Hello everyone, welcome back to our campaign in Into the Breach. We're going to continue here on our second island. Started at Corporate HQ, came up to Phoenix Park, and now we have more decisions to make. Red Sands, Vec threat detected, seismic activity warning, kill at least 7 enemies, protect the coal plant. Geothermal station has lots of extra power to be gained, high threat detected, defend the solar farms, end battle with less than 4 mech damage. Or Crater Bay, defend the terraformer, not defeat. Terraform the grassland back to desert. I think this seismic activity seems interesting, so let's hop into that. The Vec took out this region's ground stabilizer. We're not sure what the result will be. Watch your step. Ground tiles will periodically sink into chasms, taking any unit with them. I'm fine with that. Marked squares will sink. I don't see any marked squares, which is interesting. I also don't know how it will work out if we punch one thing into another, if they would get ejected. Shows the turn order, environment, and then enemy actions, nothing arising. So I think we'll simply go here, here, and there. We're going to have to loft over this. Actually, if we do that, you can shoot in a line, then you can come around and punch, and you can loft over from the back or something. This building looks like it could have issues, but that's all we can do. This is the coal plant that we need to look after. Picking up an incoming object commander. A temporal rescue craft designated Time Pod has landed in our vicinity. Okay. This is looking like all kinds of problems, and I slightly regret my decision to be so southwesterly, but we'll deal with it. You're shooting in a straight line against here. If we punched you in that direction, you'd be shooting into nothing. You're advancing and then attacking, perhaps? And obviously something is spawning here. Apparently this is firing a very specific arc. So I wonder. We have a pilot that can move after Chenrong. After attacking, gain 1 free tile of movement. So that is this. If we fired here, we could then move out of the line of sight. But I think what I am going to do is come to here and attack this. And then... why is this covered in red and white banding? You're attacking this. Oh, you're attacking there and you're attacking there. Okay. I understand. What I'd like to do is punch this onto this tile. Stop the spawning, do more damage. This would then not be able to charge at the buildings, as I understand it. And then the question becomes, how else do we utilize this guy? Because no matter what, this one is hitting in this direction. And whether they go this direction or this direction, they're going to end up shooting a building, which is a bad time. So I think we punch that. Now they are shooting them, or knocking them into the building perhaps, which could also be bad. Although they might die before that happens, I'm not sure. You're shooting that. If I lobbied a shot here, you would get pushed into the building, or into the mountain. They would get shunted this direction, which means they're not shooting anything. And that would just remain to get hit. So that might just protect our building. Right, let's see how that goes. Action available. We have one extra movement here. We'll come one closer to the time pod. Three damage? Jeez. What? I am confused and upset about how that played out, if I'm honest. Oh boy. This is a bad time. You're nearly dead. You're giving everything else extra help. No, what are you doing? Blast Scion. All other Vec will explode on death, dealing 1 damage to adjacent tiles. It's a bad time. Is there any way we can line these guys up then? Because with 2 units remaining for the remainder of this fight, I'm not so hopeful. Obviously, I'd like this. But if I hit them this direction, I imagine either this is going to explode here and damage us, or it will move here and damage them. So let's take a risk. Pod secure. Fire on them. Okay. That went exactly how I had actually planned, which is incredible. I'm going to move back 1. And then here we need to stop this from being attacked. So I'm going to move... I would like to push this in this direction. The attacks go before the enemies emerge, which is a shame. I'm going to do something like that. Those guys are rigged to explode. Right. We would like to push this back onto there, or just kill it. But this weapon only does 1 damage. This weapon only does 1 damage. So they'd both have to hit the same unit if we were wanting to kill them. How much do the explosions do? Explode dealing 1 damage to adjacent tiles. If I were to fire here, these 2 things would take 1 damage, but this doesn't get shunted back extra, as I understand it. Can we fire against this? Oh, that would kill them, because they'd also hit the building, which would do 1 damage to them. Then from here We can fire against that. The wrecked unit will move, which is not really my concern, but this building will be protected. We still have our free movement here. Let's move slightly closer to the coal plant. That's fine. We can deal with that. I'm really not paying attention to these charges very well. That's charging into here. This is shooting that. That is shooting this building. Man, this would be so much easier if we had our full team, but so be it. You can push this out of the way, I think, and that down into the into the rocks. But that would block them rather than kill them, so we might want to shoot them first. Could shoot them. They'd be down to 1 HP, but they'd die because they'd go into this. And then that would take 1 HP damage. And also 1 HP from the explosion that this thing will cause. Then I think we lose 1 power grid damage because of this attack. Obviously, only taking 1 power grid damage is better than taking 2 power grid damage, and 1 is going to get refunded if we protect the coal plant, which it seems we're going to. So let's start with an attack here. And then we can move just out of the way. So here we have to decide, are we going to try and kill this, which would destroy that anyway, perhaps. So I think I'm going to move to there and fire here. So we're going to lose 1 building, but that should be all. I really did not read the room correctly in that fight. Someone got a promotion, someone else KIA. We did get a time pod. Repair drop. Any class weapon. Heal all player units, including disabled mechs. Uses per battle once. That's incredible. And a reactor core. Clara Sanchez died after taking severe damage. New skill, +1 mech repair. Piloted mech reactor increased by 1. So, we have no pilot here. Piloted mech reactor increased by 1. So our mech reactor is now 3. If we want to install something though, we still have to use our core. Any class weapon, heal all player units. So if we put that in here, then install one of these. Oh. This does not require a charge, which is interesting. So I'm going to give this more health so that the repair drop is more likely to be available to us. And then these guys are... We do still have 1 core available. So what do we do with that? Increase movement on the puncher. And now we've used all of our resources. Defensive shields active. Destroy 2 mountains. Bonus objective. Strange. High threat detected. Defend the solar farms. End battle with less than 4 mech damage. I'm apparently not good at that. Let's try and terraform some ground. We need to activate one of our terraformers to destroy a Vec hive beneath the surface. Vec threat detected. Defend the terraformer. Terraform grassland. Rewards corporation reputation. I don't know how I use the terraformer, but hopefully it will explain. If damaged, lights on fire. Water units not good for flying. Okay. Straight shot and lobs. Confirm. Use this terraformer unit is under your control during this mission. Use it to turn grass tiles into sand tiles. Eradicate all life in front of the terraformer. Terraform the grassland back to desert. So we can't move, but if we could kill both of these things at once. So, is it more efficient for us to do this? Oh, I'm not far over enough to shoot on this axis. We have 3 movement. Well then, why not do the equivalent instead of that, which covers that over, which is wonderful. This has no movement. That makes way more sense. Stable, cannot be moved by any weapon effect. Well, I'm glad I figured that out before I took the shot. Well, in any case, you're blocking a unit from spawning, so we should still do this side. And that creates sand tiles. If damage turns into smoke, units in smoke cannot attack or repair. This tile was terraformed as part of your bonus objective. How much are you attacking for? Is it control? Charge forward to damage and push the target. That's a real bad time, because whatever happens, we're probably losing part of this building then. Oh dear. Because we can't get that far across, no matter what we do. We could fire against this, but that's not ideal because we'll push it away and then it won't take the damage from the unit that's about to come above it. And we need to be not in this terraforming zone when the not in the terraforming zone when we want to terraform the other sides, because otherwise that's going to kill us as well, as I understand it. Oh, damn, that took out both of them. It's all going to pot so quickly. So, this is causing stuff to explode. You are... launch a volatile mass of goo in this direction, which which is a very bad time. However, we can terraform in this direction. That will kill them. That's one dealt with. We can push this out to this aisle. That would be fine. But then this is going to hit that no matter what. Web the target, preparing to stab it. So we shouldn't be shunted off into the ocean yet. Alright, we got hits in. Actually, do you want to continue? No, we can still fire here. Yeah, that totally works. And if we're going to terraform in that direction next, we can only move one, so we'll have to move later. Because I don't want to end turn in the fire. Yeah, this is not good. This is very chaotic. Right, so we're going to be able to destroy these two with the terraformer. So we need to move... That's us. They're charging. I don't know where we can possibly go to our own benefit right now. I guess we can let them charge us and just take the hit. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Just try and at least defend these buildings. We can move across the water, but that does not benefit us. So either way, we're definitely moving to one of these two tiles, because we're terraforming the rest. I don't think we want to shoot in that direction, because that would kill that. So you move to there. You terraform in that direction. The other enemies lose their explosive ability. Then over here, there's nothing I can do to stop this from attacking. The only thing I can do, I think... Who's going first? One, then two. So if I push this guy to here, then they're going to destroy the building, and they're going to charge into them, which would destroy this building as well, which is not good. So we flip the order of operations. We push that one across, they destroy that building, they destroy that unit, and here we're just going to punch that. You have a shot to take. And we'll move you one more. Then this is our last turn. We need to protect the terraformer. So this is an easy shot to take. Terraformer needs to terraform this direction in order to get the bonus. We can move to here and shove them into the water. And this one is coming in this direction, so we can just move out of the way, really. And not fire. That did not feel great, and our power grid is suffering. Someone else has been promoted. The other one is just without pilot at the moment, I think. Our piloted mech reactor is increased by 1. Then I'm going to guess we've probably got one more mission here, and then Corporate HQ might be attacked again, if that's how the last island went, is anything to go by. But for now, that's going to be all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.